Welcome to Buddha's International TV special news bulletin on International Sex Workers Day, June 2nd. Why we are focusing on this subject means in some countries prostitution is legalized, but in some countries prostitution not accepted and not legalized. Even after legalizing in some countries, the ladies are facing lot of problems. Hence, we are requesting the governments to take care about those people. Similarly, if we observe in other countries not legalized but illegally prostitution is going on and their conditions miserable. So that's why we are focusing. Buddha's International TV is highlighting the main problems and what type of measures must take by the governments. Hence, we are requesting the governments to take care about these ladies. In today's discussion, we have important guests participating from different countries. I am Dr. ABMK Varaprasad, Vice President, Human Rights Council of America, Chicago. And today's main chief guest is Dr. Ramakrishna Shah, UN representative and President of Human Rights Council of America, Chicago, and who is updating from USA. Dr. Padmasri Vijay Kumar Shah, who is a social activist staying in Mumbai and discussing about India's particulars. Welcome, sir. Mrs. Sandhya Jayasuriya, freelance journalist, discussing about the social conditions in Sri Lanka. Welcome, ma'am. If we observe some countries like Canada, Colombia, Brazil, Ecuador, and come to Europe, like let us say France, Germany, Denmark, Belgium, Austria, even Greece. These countries were legalized countries for prostitution. Even if you see in Asia, Southeast Asia, Indonesia legalized, and Australia as well as New Zealand also legalized the prostitution. Even in the Bangladesh also that prostitution is legalized. In other countries also illegally this prostitution is going on. Hence their conditions are miserable. So Mrs. Sandhya Jayasuriya, could you please explain what about the social conditions, particularly with respect to women in Sri Lanka? Yes, ma'am, please.
Yes, morning. Prostitution is not a new thing to the world. In Sri Lanka, there are three categories of prostitution, such as call girls, brother sex workers, as well as street sex workers. When we talk about brother sex workers and street sex workers, most of them have come to this sex state of their poverty, and some were cheated by the middlemen who provide workers for prostitution, and also cheated by their boyfriends and ended up on the street. Many ended up by a sex worker. Many of these local and street sex workers are addicted to drugs and also some substance like tablets, ganja, tobacco, etc. And also sex workers in brothel houses earn more than the street sex workers. But when they turn old and if they get any diseases, especially the chronic diseases, then the brothel sex worker will fall to the street. Some street sex workers sell their bodies even for a packet of drugs. That is most pathetic thing is their lives are in danger because many of category known as all girls are produced. They earn a good amount of money, and also they only cater to selected limited number of clients. Many of these all girls are protected by the high society. However, in Sri Lanka, prostitution is not legalized. Though there is a trend in male prostitution has become a feminine word. Though it requires two-person to be involved, the babe and the black mark always says on the sex worker, and her client, the man, are left free. That is the fantasy. As I explained earlier, there may be many reasons for a woman to become a sex worker. Therefore, as a society, we choose these women. We shouldn't underestimate them. However, once a woman fallen into sell her body as a sex worker, it won't be that easy to come out. Once when I interviewed a brother sex worker, I asked one of them whether she ever asked a client why they come to sex workers. Then she said most of the clients who come to them are married people, and she has asked some of them why they come to sex workers. She also said once a client gave a wonderful reply, he has told him, that man has told her, every day we cannot breathe. So therefore, for a change, we need sometimes we need to have rice. That's the reason he said he goes for a prostitution. However, I would wind up this discussion with one statement given by a famous Sri Lankan sociologist, late Professor Nandasenara Kumara. He was a sociologist as well as a famous criminologist. He has done a research about commercial sex workers. What he wants about sex workers is a bitter truth. Actors and sex workers, both their lives end up in some way similar. When an actress becomes old, she won't get opportunities, popularity. When a sex worker becomes old, she won't get clients. Hence, their lives will end up as beggars on the street.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, ma'am. So, in the recent and this modern technology point of view, if we observe, and no doubt, let us say the people are habituating and slaved for the drugs, and because of the drugs habituations, and the people also entering in the prostitution, and apart from that one, for getting opportunities. Also, now the people are entering in the prostitution, and for other fun type or whatever it may be, and for the change. See, a dirty custom is going on in the present modern world is wife swapping. So in the big size parties they are celebrating, and they need some change in the case of sex. So that's why, and directly they are encouraging their wives to go with other husbands, other people, and their other wives. Let us say now these people are taking this type of wife swapping. Dirty conditions also going on here and there with the name of the modern culture. So all these reasons are playing important role. But once upon a time, it is like a profession. In legalized countries, it is like a profession. It means they are earning the money for their livelihood through this method. But in other countries, what happened? So it is for other entertainment purpose, or for let us say business purpose, or for let us say for their growth purpose. Now this situation is going on. In movie industry, recently in India also, this is a very highlighted issue, because for getting the movies offers, because most of the people they are showing interest to act in the movies. So that's why now the producers or come to directors. Now these people they are thinking the girls to come and spend with their life. So in that way, it is not for one day or 2 days. In that way, now the directors and the producers and other people also, cameramen. In this way, the news is very circulating news recently in even in the India's movie style also. It is not only with respect to India, and all over the world the same type of things are going on. So that's why we need to change this type of phenomenon. Yes, thank you very much, Mrs. Sandhya ma'am. Sir, Dr. Ramakrishna Shah, what about the condition in Nepal, sir? Could you please explain?
Thank you, Dr. Bhara. In Nepal, they still have problems. But there are two kinds of problems. One is a professional, other is a culture problem. In Nepal, two culture. One culture is Badni, is a caste. This main objective is the Vichuka. One caste in the Nepal, but they developed about 100 years ago. Now going to change. Now that and other is the Devki system. Devki means people pray in the temple, and he found anything new, then he give ladies for the temple. He buy one ladies, poor ladies, and he put in the temple. That means Devki. And this means this lady is the use for everybody, all the people. So this is a kind of prostitution. These two kinds of prostitution long time ago, 100 years ago. But now this is a little bit going change because already facility for job provided and then system now to control. Other some organizations might Nepal in control that kind of technology. Other thing, professional sex worker in Kathmandu, lot of professional sex worker there, and all the hotel, all the club are available, but this is not legalized, unlegalized. There are no license, no anything. So in Kathmandu also, in Nepal also, different part, still sex worker is available, but this have no license, no this kind of thing.
Yes.
Only this is join in mobile hotel. So that kind of problem in our country also. But prostitution is not in Nepal, India also, Bhutan also, different South Asia country, lot of country have that kind of problem. So all over the world. So because the prostitution create a lot of problem, sexual transmitted disease like gonorrhea, syphilis. That kind of disease going to generation. So this is the big problem. Other problem is the HIV/AIDS. So the prostitution create nothing wrong economical problem.
Yes, sir.
It creates health problem also. Sexual transmitted disease, HIV/AIDS, and there are so many kinds of disease. So government need to control that kind of problem.
Yes.
And because if people does not know this is sexual transmitted disease or no, and people, lot of uneducated people in country, people does not use condom. So, and lot of people, in my country also, lot of people have AIDS, sexual transmitted disease. So this is the big problem.
Okay. Yes, thank you very much, Dr. Ramakrishna Shah. No doubt, let us say, even till today also in some countries, this culture in India also we can call there is a Devadasi system. What is meant by Devadasi system means some a particular class people, particular caste people, now they are married to the god, and the priest and the village president and whatnot, everybody, let us say, they are enjoying with that lady, and if males are born to that particular lady means their life is very miserable conditions. And the females means again these ladies and these females, girls, again they are marrying to the same type of temple. So that type of things are going on with this Devadasi system is the main problem from the ancient time with the name of the culture. Even till today it is going on in some areas. So that is the main problem. And apart from that one, this one is, let us say, professional sex workers duty, that is also going on one side, and other side is for getting some type of, let us say, pleasures, or come to for this drugs, or come to other activities. Even the youth also attracted towards that one. This type of nuisance is going on here and there. Dr. Vijay Kumar Shah, and from long ago onwards, Mumbai red light area is the main popular area for this type of things. So what about the conditions, whether it is legalized or illegal work is going on? Because similar type of situations in the Sonagachi of even West Bengal, even some pockets in the Delhi also going on. But all over the world, and Indians also know that red light area in the Mumbai is a main area for this prostitution. So could you please explain what is the main things behind that one, sir?
Most of the sex workers, they are from the Devdasi family.
Okay.
That is Devdasi. Actually, it's a Sami. But we got a red light area. But I tell you one, we do the medical checkup properly. Every sex worker, she has got she has been to the hospital and we check her HIV and everything.
Okay.
And the government provide you so there is a risk of transmission of the which is very negligible, and the government is planning to give the rehabilitation, and we are trying to for some sort of a business, let's say, and they can do the treasury or doing let's say waterfall let's say we don't have problem now. We are very particular. Even now, if you want to go to the sex worker, they have to sanitize your hands and everything. And they use the gloves. The ladies, they use the gloves. So they are very particular. And I think there is, I work in the civil hospital, I had a lot of patients, AIDS now. Now, their AIDS patients are very less, very less. And that is a control. One of the cause of the AIDS, actually man doesn't control on smoking, not on drinking. So in that, from Supari to always I say to the AIDS. I think we don't have much problem. The way the government of India, especially Maharashtra, and Devdasi, it is legally banned now. It is not allowed. I am very positive on this thing because if you want the social workers, recently we got married to sex workers to the normal person, So they are with the mainstream. And all government officer, police officer were very close associate with them. I work also with them, and they were very good human beings. So for the bread and butter, all the families depend upon them. So they cannot leave this profession also. It is very difficult to earn that much money from some other thing. But they are taking for the health care. No doubt they are taking all possible care. Nobody is allowed to do the sex without a condom.
Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you, Dr. Vijay Kumar Shah. Sir, here it is, you mentioned one point, even governments also supplying the condoms. So from that, can we conclude that the government is legalized the prostitutions in the red light area? Can we conclude in that angle?
No, they are trying to take care of health, I will say.
Okay, so that's why, yes. Now see, here it is, governments of state government as well as government of India also not in such a position to provide any other livelihood. So that's why, okay, their profession they are continuing. Let us take care about their health. In that way, the health point of view, governments are supporting. Yes, sir? Is it a true statement, sir?
Every sex worker, they have a history in the civil hospital.
Okay.
Every sex worker, she has to go undergo the checkup for every 3 months. They're very particular.
Okay. Now, yes, sir, instead of, let us say, this sex workers situations, why the governments for the last, couple of decades, let us say, not encouraging to go for any other profession or any other jobs? So, is it only the way for earning the livelihood, and is it the only things? Because in other areas, for example, let us say if you take other states, this one cannot be seen openly. Even the governments are not supporting for anything. But there it is, of course, the health care is taken by the governments. But why the governments are not at all showing interest for other profession than this one? Or even after showing the interest also, and the people are not showing interest. And what about your comment on this point, sir?
Say sex worker. If there is no sex worker, I think there will be more balatkar.
Okay, yeah.
It is the need of this thing. It is a need. I cannot say openly.
Yes,
it
sir.
is a need.
Yes.
And what if they are going to spoil ordinary the woman who is not actually interested in this thing, somebody is going to force.
Okay.
So they are providing the facilities.
Okay. Yes. Well, okay, so this is the condition of the sex workers in different countries. Of course, in some countries, they legalized. So, in tourist countries, they don't have any other primary sector like agriculture, or come to secondary sectors and tertiary sectors. Now, in that countries, governments gave license to the host, even to the hotels also, and to these people also. So, that type of things are going on in some tourist countries, and in some other countries because of maybe financial problems. So that's why they want to live. There is no other profession is available to those people. That's why that type of pains also going on. But in some other developed nations or come to very luxurious cities, what happened means for their fun and to increase their business, now these people are encouraging for the prostitution. This type of nuisance are going on. So that's why, and it is under the control of the public. If the public can able to think all these things, means definitely now they can take a lot of measures. And here it is, even for the critical conditions, if they are going for the prostitutions, means now compulsory if they can use condoms, definitely the sexually transmitted diseases can be prevented, and HIV type of problems also can be prevented. And this is today's main discussion, and this is about the issue. And thank you very much, sir, and for participating in today's discussion. And thank you, Dr. Ramakrishna Shah, and thank you, Dr. Vijay Kumar Shah, and thank you, ma'am, for participating in today's discussion. Thank you.